And I'm pleased to announce that we have a student one. John Lloyd of Pikes Peak Community College. Please step up.
If you want to pursue your future, you need to understand your past. And ACF is exactly that.
All right, what I'd like you to do, Chef, is tell me about this Culinary Passport event, and then let's go look around.
Well, the Culinary Passport is the Benefit Skills Academy, which is our location, and this is a great venue. We've really spread out. We've turned this whole place into a airport terminal, so we just went through security. Now we're coming down our jetway, coming into our silent auction area. So each of the chefs would choose a country that they wanted to represent the food. Supansa? Hi, this is Supansa Baker. She's representing, where are you representing, Supansa? China. Come on over here and tell us about it, if you would be so kind. This is a modern eater.
Hi, introduce yourself. Hi. That's a great introduction.
Hello, I have a knife.
Tell us about what you got going on today, Chef.
So we have a crispy pork belly with a stir-fry noodle with some beef, stir-fry beef sauce with noodle. How's that?
It looks great.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Make sure you get Peter and Mary.
Peter and Mary. I love it. Thanks for talking to us.
My name's Chef Brian. I'm the executive chef of HOMA Cafe and Bar. We love to do, Colorado happy, healthy, hearty food. And so what we do, we make everything from scratch every day. And inside the hotel that's open 24/7, we just live our best lives.
That's fantastic. I love the elevator speech that you have there. What are you offering today?
So today we're working on an arepa con queso because we're representing the country of Colombia, of course. So this was obviously inspired by the very popular movie Encanto that my daughter loves to death. And so I had to choose this one. It was calling me. And so here we are today, arepa con queso, little pico de gallo, a Colombian ají salsa, and it's delicious. Everything you could ever want.
All right. You know what I have to say? Prove it.
I got you.
Put it together. All right, I'm going to get right up in here. Tell us what you're doing, Chef. John, let me have that microphone.
Yeah, he got a good shot of it,
John.
too. Yeah, he got a good
John,
shot.
let me have that microphone.
Sure thing.
All right, talk me through this.
All right, so what we're doing is we're just pan-searing the arepas. So they're made of a masa dough, so they're very hearty. They hold together really well, and on the inside is stuffed with all the queso. So we got some queso fresco in there, a little cotija, and some mozzarella just to help make that stringy, delicious, Instagram-worthy melt.
Woo-wee! That's looking good. That's looking good. So tell us where people can find you.
So we are located at the corner of Cimarron and Nevada, just south of downtown. Yes.
Very cool.
Good stuff.
Very cool.
Stuff.
Are you going to bite into one of these for me?
You have to.
It seems like there's a lot going on in there.
Here you go. Bam. It's a little bit longer.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be so hot, so I've never poured.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it.
Let's see inside that baby right there. That looks delicious. Thanks for putting that together for us, guys. So cool. Thanks again. Great job.
This is Pueblo Community College. Chef Ed?
How's it going?
All right.
Chef Ed.
Chef, tell us a little bit about what you got going on here today.
Today from Sweden we have beet cured smoked salmon, with pickled onion, capers, dilled sour cream on a dark rye bread, and then, of course, Swedish meatballs with sour cream and dill and lingonberries.
Well
Delicious.
done.
Lingonberries.
Oh, yeah. Makes it there.
Tell us about Pueblo Community College.
Well, we have 2 more weeks of being at community college. And then our department's unfortunately being, phased out.
They're one of the losses that I was
You know,
speaking of.
One of the losses. So we've done a few of these passport dinners in the past, and hopefully in some way, shape, or form we'll be able to do something with them in the future.
So this is somewhat of a farewell, but not a goodbye.
Not a goodbye, but Public Community College is, myself, Mo, and John, we'll all be doing something with the ACF, and
Absolutely.
we'll be absolutely involved. And we like the fact that you guys include us Puebloans in your little party up here. So
Absolutely.
It's always a pleasure to do these sort of things.
Hey, Pueblo's popping off right now. I really like what's going on down there.
Pueblo, I'm to the bone, so
Absolutely.
I'll do anything for this place. So.
Thanks for spending some time with us.
Of course.
Thanks,
Thank
Chef.
you.
Thank you, Chef Ed. Hi.
How's it going?
Guys,
Good.
how you doing?
Good, I'm doing
Good.
great.
Everything's gone.
Tell us what you got
Everything's
happening this
gone.
evening. What are you
So
doing?
Tonight we had Italian meatballs
Grab that microphone.
topped with. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
We had Italian meatballs topped with a classic red sauce, whipped ricotta, and then on top we had a basil olive oil and a Neapolitan herb balsamic.
That's fantastic.
Sounds awesome.
Thank you.
And we
It's all
currently
about
run
comfort.
We currently run a food trailer, but in late May we're buying a restaurant. It's currently Fratelli's downtown on Nevada, but we know the owners and they approached us a few months ago to take over the establishment.
Congratulations.
No doubt.
Thank you very much. We're excited.
I can't wait to come by.
Grand opening is Memorial Day weekend.
Well, you bet. Thanks so much, you guys.
Thank you.
Only a few weeks left.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
All right. There's your moment, buddy. Enjoy.
Yeah. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Johnathan Stanford. I work at the Broadmoor. I'm currently a junior sous chef at the Grill at the Broadmoor Golf Club. And so we have a charcuterie presentation here representing France. So we have a
No, I'm gonna go
country-style
over here
pâté
next, so.
wrapped in a honey-cured bacon. We have a Dodine de Canard au pistache, so essentially the same
You ready
country-style
for this?
pâté that's then stuffed inside of a deboned duck. Then we have a smoked beef sausage here. And then we have a little crostini here with a duck rillette, then Palisade peach
daughter.
mostarda, some tarragon mustard,
my daughter.
then just some
This is Greg
cornichons
Matchett. He's
and
the
pickled vegetables.
Vice President for the.
Wow, very boutique. I hear you put this all together, Chef.
Oh, you're
Chef and I, we
great
have help
having
from
you here, Chef.
apprentices like Michelle here as well.
This is awesome.
That's fantastic. Tell us a little bit about what you do at the Broadmoor.
Social media.
So I started as an
media.
extern in 2019,
Social media thing.
and
I'll give you the
upon
website.
completion of that, I started the culinary apprenticeship, which was a 2-year
right.
program,
Let me guys-
which I just recently
thought they were kidding,
completed,
but I guess
and
they're serious.
then was promoted into my junior sous chef position.
That's great.
Yeah, so
Thanks for sharing with us.
absolutely.
Hi, introduce yourself.
I am Chef Kari. This is Chef Jason. We are representing Paravestinis. And we have today the arancini, which is a fried risotto ball. It's stuffed with mozzarella, peas, and onion, and it is on a bed of pesto cream. This
Wow.
is on the menu at Paravestini's, and as well as the sister restaurant Sopra upstairs at Paravestini's has a crab stuffed arancini. So you have to come down and check that one out.
That sounds so great. We need to see you take a bite out of one of these. Yeah,
You, chef.
let's do it. I'm sure you've had 1,000 of them, but here's 1,001. Here we go. Show me the inside. Ooh, you got to string that out there. Oh. Woo. People love to watch people eat. There we go. Now we've got some good action going on here. Perfect. You guys rock. Tell people again how they can come see you with an open mouth.
Paravestini's 28th in Colorado on the west side of Colorado.
You guys rock.
Awesome,
Thanks,
guys.
Jeff.
Yes, thank you.
That's so cool.
Chef's having fun, Chef. We haven't been together as a group like this in over 3 years, as we were discussing, and it's just great seeing everybody getting back to what we love to do, food and this type of stuff. And again, giving back to our community. All right, Chef.
Chef, how are you?
All right, how you doing? Good. Is this our star over here this evening?
Kevin Baker.
Chef Kevin. Tell us a little bit about what you have going on over here this evening. Go ahead and take
Grab
the
that
mic, sir.
microphone,
There
Chef.
you go, buddy.
All right, introduce yourself.
Hello, Kevin Baker from Castle Pines Golf Club.
Tell us what you got going on, Chef.
Shrimp ceviche with tostones, avocado, and Fresno chili.
Great job. Looks wonderful. Thanks for sharing with us.
All right. Springs Rescue Mission.
And dakiros. That's a daco crossed with a gyro. And that's what came out.
All right. Chef,
I
how
need
are
to
you?
hear about
Good.
that.
Go ahead. Tell us a little bit about the country you're representing and what you got for us this evening.
Okay, we are representing the country of Greece, and we got a little bit of sweet and savory, so we brought baklava, which everyone loves.
Right.
And then for a little Grecian little one bite, I took a dako, which is a Grecian salad that typically goes on wheat bread, and I combined it with a gyro. And I basically put that in a jar, shook it up, and that's what came out.
Oh, beautiful.
I love the way you think.
Yes.
Keep it simple.
Yes.
And I'm going to come back and eat 13 of those.
I think you should. We got so much of it. Praise
Thank
God.
you, guys. I appreciate it. Tell us how people can find you.
So you can go to springsrescuemission.org. We're at 5 West Las Vegas Street downtown, and we shelter and we feed homeless folks, and we have Mission Catering, which is a catering company, and you can get to that through the Springs Rescue Mission website.
Well done. Sounds very worthwhile.
Beautiful.
He just tried to sneak one of those. I caught you.
Over to serve with you for that Sodexo serve-a-thon.
Yes.
That's me. All right.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Great job. One of the things that's worth mentioning, Chef, talk about this facility, the school that we're in here, and they do a lot of great work as well.
They do. Young adults that are disabled and developmentally, they give them some skills, so they can begin a career in landscaping, in food, and janitorial, I believe, is the other area of focus and study. So they take the kids, they take them through a program. By the time they come out with a certification, they're able to go into a restaurant and become assistants and help us with our labor shortage as well.
Wow, that's great work here.
It's been phenomenal.
Okay, here's a cool one, and this is what's really, when you talk about community and coming out for community and supporting, this gentleman never disappoints.
Never does.
He's my friend and yours.
Absolutely.
Everybody's friend. There he is. Give him a microphone if you would.
Absolutely, Chef.
Really no introductions needed, but Chef Brother Luck, how are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you guys doing?
Well,
What's up? That's my Barry White voice.
Let's go, man.
It sounds
Get all
good.
Barry.
Hello there, social media.
So Brother Luck, for by Brother Luck and Lucky Dumpling. He's got some great dumplings here with us today. But talk about this event and say something about the ACF and why you continually support this cause.
Yeah, my education started with ACF when I was a high school student, going into college. It was a big part, right? Cooking competitions, the mentorship, the conventions, the educational. And as we've grown, I think it's important for restaurant chefs to continue to support the organization so we can see the next generation of chefs have this exposure to what we're all about. It's a great resource. It's a lot of history. I think if you want to pursue your future, you need to understand your past. And ACF is exactly that. They're encompassing both. So it's a beautiful thing.
Some people's actions, chef-wise, when they reach a certain level in their career, a lot of times they bypass events like this, or maybe they'll represent with somebody from their team, but you continually show up, brother. Why is that?
Fame and celebrity is not real. Like,
Well
let's just be honest about it. You can't lose connection to what got you where you are, and I think that's the biggest piece. Like, I've been in this town since 2006, and many of these people, it's special. Even tonight, a lot of the people I got the opportunity to mentor as a teacher, as a advisor for the culinary team, they were students, and now they're chefs and business owners, and it's great to see the circle just continue. I mean,
just another layer of why is so endeared in so many people's hearts as a trainer, as a provider, as a chef, as a restaurateur, wears so many hats and just continually serves the community, brother. I can't thank you enough for letting us catch up with you.
My pleasure, man. Always.
Thanks, there,
Chef. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Let's continue on.
Chef Matt, my
Thanks,
friend.
brother.
How are you? All right. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Tell us about what you got. Who you representing this evening?
We made a Jamaican jerk grilled shrimp today, and we. Here, you want to make a plate of
Well,
Amanda?
let's start fresh here. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Matt Richardson from the Cheyenne Mountain Country Club.
Yeah, and introduce Amanda.
Amanda's the sous chef at the Cheyenne Mountain Country Club.
Good to meet both of you. Okay, so you're at Cheyenne Mountain Country Club, and you brought an offering today. Tell us what you guys have. I've already had one. It's delicious.
Okay, so we made a black bean puree with coconut milk, chipotle chilies, onions, garlic. We made a cocoa bread. It's like a traditional Jamaican bread with coconut milk and yeast. And then we made a jerk grilled shrimp and a mango salsa and put tons of flavors into it.
Now that's great. Is this something that's on your menu, or did you guys dream this up together? And
dream this up together.
And how do you do that? How do you approach an event like this when you hear, okay, you're going to offer a bite, and here's kind of the region that you're at? What's your thought process, Chef, when you're developing that menu
I
item?
think usually I think of a protein that I'm going to choose. So whether it's chicken, shrimp, beef, and then I kind of go off that. Maybe I punch some things in Google and look at images, and that's kind of how I go. Not so much recipes, but just images.
Let's hear from Amanda here real quick. Amanda, do you cook at home?
Oh, yes.
Talk right in that microphone. What do you cook at home?
Oh, anything from burgers to steaks and more.
Burgers, steaks, and more. That's fantastic. How long have you guys worked together?
A year and a half.
About a year and a half?
Yep.
Great. Future's looking good. What are you guys going to be up to here at Cheyenne Mountain Country Club?
Oh, just gearing up for the summer.
Getting ready.
Couple big steaks, fresh fish.
I love it. We'll visit you there. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
That's so cool. And look at that bite. Delicious. All right, and carry on. At the end of the event, people are going to gather, and there's kind of a voting system. Am I right?
Yeah, we're going to be each guest is given a token for their favorite food, and we're going to be presenting that here shortly for, what do we call it? The favorite. Yeah, at 8 o'clock we're going to be presenting that award here in just about 25 minutes.
Hi, I'm Melody Money, and I am here doing a demonstration of fruit and vegetable carving. This is considered a Thai carving. It's a watermelon, and Thai carving is Thailand, and it's been around for over 800 years.
Melody, what got you into this?
I went to a class with the American Culinary Federation out in Seattle, and there was a gentleman there that was teaching this type of art. And that day I became a fruit groupie. I followed him all over the place. We stole fruit, but don't tell anybody, from the salad bar at the Hyatt. And we started carving, and he taught me, and we became fast friends. And so I started doing it and learning it, and one day he says, "You're ready, go get into a competition." And I says, "Really?" And he goes, "Well, there's nobody else going to compete against you, you're a fruit carver." I said, "Okay." So I entered into the competition, and then he says, "I'm flying in to compete against you." And I said, "I hate you." But I won the gold, he got the bronze.
Ooh, congratulations. Now this looks very labor intensive.
It's a labor of love.
Okay.
Part of being a chef is what gives us the creativity to make people happy and smile with the food. And besides, who else serves a gluten-free cake?
Right, okay.
Here's my gluten-free cake.
That's right. Now, who's your customer?
Well, I work at a dude ranch, but if I do a buffet, I will put this out. And I also travel and teach it, and I was honored to be on a couple of Navy ships teaching out at sea in Bahrain on the USS Boxer and teaching this type of art. The sailors get a pay raise with the things that they learn over the times that they're at sea. So I was honored to do that and serve our military, our finest.
What a hit. This is fantastic. I mean, obviously the detail, the attention to detail that you have is next to none. I'd love to be able to do something like this, but I don't think that I'd ever have this kind of creativity. How would you encourage others to get into something like this? And I consider this art.
Yeah, well, I guess it is. Yeah, absolutely. I thought the same thing. I couldn't draw a stick figure. But once I learned the pattern, the repetition of the carvings, it became, this is the same as this. It's all repetition. So once you learn the pattern with these knives, they're from Thailand. It's been around for 800 years. And once you learn that repetition of the carving, then you just apply it to a different medium.
Now all I have to do is find a Hyatt to borrow the fruit from.
Borrowed.
Yeah.
Good choice of words.
Hey, how would you approach something like that with your knife? Can you show me a little bit of what you do?
Can you hold this?
Absolutely.
So, like the center of a flower, right? All starts with a bud. The center of the flower. So there's my center of my flower, but you can't really see it. It's just like wood carving until you remove what's around it.
What's not a flower?
See? But you can't see that circle until I remove what's around it. And then it starts to pop. Okay? So there we go. That's the center of our flower. As you can see in here, it's the center of the flower. Or here. This is another good example of just a flower budding, a blooming. So then you just carve. If you want to watch this here.
Sure.
Here. You don't see it until you move something around it next to it. Just like in wood carving, this is a relief. And better than wood carving, if I mess up, I get to eat it. So, concept there. So we're just going to keep going and building our flower center, our bud, and removing something every time that we do it.
Now, like flowers, everything has imperfections. And so as you do your art or your carving, what's the formal name for this?
Thai carvings, Thailand.
Got it.
So, just like in nature, sometimes flowers don't get the water that they need. So it's okay if you mess up and if you're not doing, it's not perfect. That's okay.
Or if you lose a petal.
So there we go.
Look at that.
It just starts to bloom a flower. And that was you just saw that happen. So then you just keep carving.
On a personal level, is this very rewarding to you to kind of see the process from start to finish?
Well, yeah, absolutely. But I think the most rewarding is the client, our customers.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're into food. We love to make people happy. So this is just another way to make people happy by looking at what we've created. And that brings them joy. So I think that's why we like to cook.
Yeah.
That's why we like to do what we do. But to have that creative outlet is just another, a way of pleasing them. But it's also for chefs. All of us that do this, it can be repetitive. And we can just get burned out on just doing the same old thing. But if we can be creative and do something like this, then it just seems to, feed our souls too as much as it does to make our guests.
I'll tell you what, Chef. Try getting, do you have an Instagram where you put pictures on? You don't? You need one immediately. And you also need to live stream while you're doing this because I think people would watch this from start to finish.
There's probably 1 million people out there.
I'll guarantee you there is.
And one of them would be my mentor, also known as my tour mentor, because he's the one who came in and tried to compete against me. His name is Chef Ray Dewey. And so he's the one who taught me how to do this, but it also showed that when I won over him, it showed what an excellent teacher that he was and is.
So look at that. Oh, look at that. And it's just gorgeous. It really is. And it just starts to take on that life.
It does.
It really does.
Gives
Oh
it
my
that
goodness.
3D effect, and you just keep going. You just keep going. You add your leaves, add your little buds,
How long would a piece like that take you to do?
This one took me a couple hours to do. It's got a lot more detail, so I wanted to do this one at home before I came in with it, and then just show how they can be.
How long will it last?
It'll last well over a week. I can put this out on a buffet and then wrap it up with saran wrap, put it in the walk-in refrigerator, and next week put it out again.
Is it ever intended to be eaten?
Once it gets to a point, I can cut all of this stuff off and still use the meat inside and make a salad.
Got it.
Salad.
So me asking you if we can go out and smash that in the street is probably not going to happen, huh?
You know, that's a possibility. How much money you got? But I've had some men's groups that have come to my facility and have had our buffets. And on the last day that they're with us, they will ask if they can take this out to the gun range and blow it up.
I'll bet you.
So I'm like, go for it.
Yeah,
so
I think
that's a lot of fun.
I think that's a guy thing. Take the opportunity to tell us about where you work and what you do.
Well, I am an executive chef, and I work at a dude ranch, I guess ranch, horses, and all that fun stuff out in Lake George in Colorado.
That's fantastic. Tell us the name of the ranch again.
Tarryall River Ranch.
You can Google it.
You can Google it.
Find out more information.
Come see me.
Hey, continued success.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks, Chef.
Awesome, Melody, as always.
Boy, that was fun. That was super fun. Where would you like to take us next?
Let's just kind of finish the room off. How you guys doing over here?
He is. He's working tonight, so. Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit about what you're doing and where you're from and who you're representing this evening.
So my name is Trin. I am the sous chef at Tapateria. We are a authentic Spanish tapas place. A couple of our items have a nice little Colorado twist. We have things like our paella events, which happen on the last Sunday of every month during our warm season. And then we also have a variety of things from albandigas, our meatballs, to our shaved bison carpaccio, to our gambas de semolina, which is cheesy polenta with green chili broth and shrimp served on top of it. So we have a wide variety of authentic and Colorado-style tapas. And then this wonderful paella here is a seafood-based paella. We have sea scallops, mussels, clams, as well as garlic butter, pan-fried shrimp.
I saw you out there preparing it a little bit earlier. Yeah, it's pretty labor intensive. You really got to get at it, and there's a lot of ingredients as well.
That's true.
Can you ever make this in small batch?
You can. We actually have a pan that's only about yay big. Paella is never going to be something that's a 1 or 2 person thing, but like those smaller pans can serve about 10 people or so in a smaller batch. And there's so many things that you can do with this. Usually, what we use to cook our rice is a saffron chicken stock, and that's pretty typical. But we'll also do fun things like adding a sofrito, which is tomato and vegetable-based paste, to our bases, or black squid ink. It's a lot of fun. We can do a little bit smaller, but typically not super small.
Well, I mean, basically, this is a food of celebration and gathering. I mean, it really is meant to be shared with many people.
It is. It is not one of the things that you're like, I'm going to eat this all to myself, especially since it's a rice-based ingredient. But it's one of those events that's meant to bring people together. You know, a really good paella with some really good sangria can do a lot for a community of people coming together. It's one of the reasons I love this.
Tell us where people can find you again, and do you have some social media to direct people to?
We do. If you look up Tapateria, Instagram, Facebook, we keep up with all of those. If you go down to Old Colorado City off of West Colorado, just past 26th Street, you'll find us right near Bonton's. It's a nice little shop.
Thanks, Chef. You rock.
Of course.
Thanks for sharing. That looks delicious.
All right, Chef, how are you? Tell us a little bit about what you got, what you're doing, and who you're representing this evening.
Great. My name is Kirk. I work at Pizzeria Rustico down on the west side, Old Colorado City. Today we're serving curry chicken that we slow braised for 13 hours. Did a little nice curry mix on it. We got our shakalaka vegetables. Yes, you heard that right. We've been singing that song all day just to remember what it is. Topped with a little bit of mango chutney and just that nice green. All on top of our house-made flatbread that we do in-house. Make dough every day. And then it's really crazy because this is way out of our comfort zone because we specialize in Neapolitan-style pizzas. So going going down to Malta all the way to South Africa is just like, okay. But we seem to have been doing a pretty good job, and it's really good.
Well done.
Oh, thank you so much.
I appreciate that.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Tell us what you really do and where people can find you.
So Pizzeria Rustica is situated on 26 in Colorado. We make our own fresh mozzarella from curd every day. We have an Italian-based starter for our dough that we had imported from Italy. And then we use imported ingredients for our sauce and just good local products as well.
Good food made for friends.
Yes, that is HOMA, our sister restaurant down. We are actually the Rustica. And then it's funny because right next to us is Tapateria, and same as Old Colorado City. It's right next to Watersville.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Appreciate it, Chef.
All right. Our last stop this evening, guys, Pikes Peak Community College. Chef Michael Paradiso, Richard Carpenter. Chefs, if you'd like to tell us a little bit about what you got this evening. Oh, you're going to turn it over.
This is his gig.
Hi, how are you?
Chef, tell us what you got.
Talk right into that microphone.
My name is John, and what I'm presenting today is I'm representing Cuba. We have a grilled pineapple with cinnamon and sugar, homemade vanilla bean ice cream, toasted coconut, topped with guava sauce.
Sounds wonderful.
Thank you.
Wow, thanks for sharing, Chef. I appreciate it.
All right. So we have a dessert over here from Pikes Peak as well, ladies. Tell us a little bit about what you have this evening.
Thank you. So, go ahead. We are representing Puerto Rico, so we have a chocolate cake with the tres leches mixture, but we have some coffee on it. So the perfect combination, coffee and chocolate.
Woo! That looks good, and what a wonderful presentation. You guys just did a great job. Thank you so much.
And if we may also direct your attention over here. This was another project.
Talk right into that microphone.
We worked on this project together right here. A 5-tier cake decorated entirely in fondant. This is not real cake. I do not recommend taking a bite out of it. But the fondant work was real, and we had a lot of fun making it.
That is so cool. Well done. How long did it take you to make that?
A while, a solid week of working on that.
Very cool. Thanks for sharing, you guys.
Thank you.
I'm multitasking.
You're fine.
All right, grab that microphone. You want to put a ribbon on this baby?
All right. I think the last thing we have this evening is just the announcing for the People's Choice. Oh, we got one more here. I'm just being told. Hi. Sorry, we almost walked right on by you. Tell us about you, what you're doing, who you're representing, and a little bit about your food.
I'm Amanda Courtright. I am the owner of Made For You Catering. I am working today with Pikes Peak Community College. I'm a graduate. I graduated in 2018, and today I made a piri-piri shrimp with a salami cup that has a Spanish tapenade, and a cornmeal breadstick.
It looks wonderful.
Thank you.
Tell us more about your catering company.
Well, I mainly specialize in weekly meal prep. I post a new menu every week, and then I deliver oven-ready meals right to your door. I also do grazing board workshops and afternoon tea.
How can people find you?
Online, my website is made-for-you-catering.com, and also on Facebook and Instagram.
Good meal prep. That's an amazing service to offer people, and I'll bet you have loyal customers that tell all their friends, and I'd love to tell my friends about you too.
I do. I worry about going on vacation. I worry that people might starve if I don't give them their meals.
Thanks for sharing with us. What a delicious bite.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks again, Chef.
Thanks for supporting us. All right. So last thing that we have is we're waiting for the results of the People's Choice Awards, which I'll announce here in about 10-15 minutes. And hope you'll join me for that.
Great. We'll check back with you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. Attention in the terminal area. First of all, my name is John Castro. I'm the president of the Pikes Peak American Culinary Federation. I'd like to thank you for your attendance this evening at the event. I truly hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you. All right. I'd also like to thank all of the chefs and volunteers for the hard work this evening in putting this event together. Of course, the board of trust, my board of directors, who I couldn't do anything without, of course. So I thank you all for your time, your attention, your patience, and your hard work. So I'll get right down to it. For third place this evening, Patrick Swetnam, and I hope I didn't tear your name apart too terrible bad. Pat, congratulations. Thank you, sir. Number 2, second place, Chef Nate of the Grey Wolf Resort. El Chili. Yes. Well done, guys. Well done. Thank you. All right, and I'm pleased to announce that we have a student won for best of the restaurant. John Lloyd of Pikes Peak Community College. Please step up.